Oh, this thing smokes. Hard packed gravel road, I see no issues with this. This suspension's just eating it up. Oh my God, it gets going fast. Easy, 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 Tiger, easy. How's it going, everybody? In this video, I'm gonna go over this Eahora Tiger Max. And what this is a dual motor scooter that's pretty much good for about everything, whether it's light duty off-road or just zipping around town or up and down the trails like I do mostly. So yeah, let's get into the walkthrough now. So let's start here with the battery. So the juice out of this thing is a 48 volt, 18.2 amp hour battery, 960 watt hours of power is what I've seen on their website there. And the range on their claimed range is 34 to 37 miles as far as range. Now I get anywhere from 20 to 40 miles, depends on whether I'm going single motor, dual motor, how hard I'm on and off of it, but 30 miles is about what you would expect out of this scooter. So I see no issues with that at all. So now onto the motor. This has dual 800 watt motors, so front and back motors. This is a 2-wheel drive or a 1-wheel drive, depending on which mode you want to have it in. There's a switch up there. You can turn it on mode or you can turn it on 1-wheel mode or 2-wheel modes. The top speed on this thing is 34 miles per hour, but no joke, I've actually had this thing up to almost 40 miles per hour, and I know 40 miles per hour might not seem fast to a lot, but when you're on a scooter standing, 40 miles per hour is hauling some serious tail. I was impressed with the power of this motor. Actually, I did kind of a meetup. I did a meet and greet with a bunch of one-wheelers and a couple other scooter people. Me and another guy were the fastest scooters out there. We smoked almost everybody out there that was on one wheels, that were on unicycles, that were on a wide variety of things. This thing was smoking. So I've been very impressed with the speed and power of these motors that they push out. You have some customizing features in there, as like going from a one motor to a dual motor to a eco and to a turbo. And I will go over that in the actual ride test. So stay tuned to that. The overall weight capacity on this thing is 265 pounds, but I can see no problems with a 300 pounder easily riding on this scooter. You know, I'm about 185 right now, and it holds me extremely well. Has a wide deck and was easy. The handlebars are adjustable. The height that they recommend is anybody from 3'11" up to 6'7". So you know what, if you're an NBA maybe starting forward, you'll have no problems on this one right here. Or if you're a gymnast. The overall weight of the scooter is around about 70 pounds, maybe 65, 70 pounds when it's in its compact. So you can fold this down and kind of have, so what it does, it folds down here, this folds down that way, the handlebars fold down, and you're easily get it and put it in the back seat of a car, in a truck, or something like that. I see no problems with just picking it up kind of like a suitcase carry and carrying it around. It's pretty easy to do that. The charger's a little small charger. It takes 8 hours to get this battery fully charged. Now it is an 18 amp hour battery, so using the charger, it goes in right here. It's got drum brakes in the back. They are adjustable by this little bolt right here, so when your brakes start getting loose, you can tighten them up right there. I glued these on, everybody. These kept falling off on me. It has these little caps on there. Those are actually glued on. I recommend doing that almost as soon as you get out of the box. This is a dual suspension. There's a suspension built in right there and a suspension built into this deck right here that actually this whole deck will flex on you. One of the most comfortable riding scooters I've ever had by far. This is one of my favorite scooters I've ever had too. I've had a lot of different scooters, but this one right here has become my #1 scooter. Now I've been riding it for around about 4 months now, really putting it through the paces, and it's holding up extremely well. There's no problems with it. It's got 10-inch by 3-inch tires, has a foot plate back here, but this also doubles as a handle for picking it up. This has a lot of lights on it. It's got a fender with a light built in there, has turn signals built in right here, has LED strips going down the side that is controlled by an app, can go to music, a wide variety of things, and also has a headlight on the front right here. So there's all the lights. It has front turn signals right there. Grippy tape on the top. It's just a rubberized compound. This thing is IP6 waterproof. I hit it with pressure washers when I get done with it. I don't see any problems. Super waterproof. You can ride this thing in rain. You can get it wet. I wouldn't submerge it, but you know what? It is waterproof over the entire deck. This is screwed down. The battery's contained. Wire management looks good. It goes inside the frame. It's got a wrapped wire there. There's the wire that goes to the front motor, and over here's the wire that goes to the back motor. So this wraps around all your wires and and just has it looking a lot neater. Don't that look neat up there? Left and right brake, by the way, the right is the front brake, the left is the back brake. Now you might need to get used to that. In other countries that's pretty common. And then the throttle is on the right hand side, thumb throttle. Has these locking ergo grips. Hit that power button. Now you see that little logo? I don't know how well you can see it in the camera. Get this little thing right here. This is NFC opening. As soon as you put it on, you guys see that? By the way, it's not flashing. That's just the shutter of the camera. Wipe off that. This is a really nice big display. I can see all of the stuff on it very easily. You might not see it that well in the camera. Let me try to get a shadow on it. See that? That looks really good. You got miles per hour. You've got your assist right there. And then you got your power. You've got your voltage. So I'm at 52 volts. So I've got pretty much a fully charged battery. You've got up and down right here. When you hit that up and down, you see 2, 3. I keep mine in 3 mode assist. It has up to 5 modes, but I do 3 just because I'll almost always be in 3 anyway. When you match this headlight, it does the headlight here. It doesn't do the LEDs. I'll show you how to turn the LEDs on. Hit this headlight button right here. There's a second one. Then this logo comes on right there. Now check this out. You have a tail light. You've got brake lights in the back, LED brake lights back there. You've got flashing LEDs down the side, and then headlights right here. So all these headlights, actually, I think you can turn that one off independently. Now those are adjustable by an app where you can go through. I ain't gonna go through all the stuff in this video, but there's a ton of stuff on the app where you can really customize your lights and have them looking really cool. You've got a horn. Actually pretty loud sounding horn. Left turn signal. You see that turn signal flashing. The right, if you want them both on, that's more like a hazard flashing light. Very handy on that. It just gives you more visibility. Anything that gives me more visibility out here on the street, I'm a fan of. Then you have turbo right here, single, and dual right there. So you can go between single motor, dual motor, eco on, turbo, different modes on that. Now I will cover that in the ride test and show you how much power, what it generates from all that. Let's go ahead, let's get suited up and let's put this thing to a ride test. Then I'll give you my final thoughts, what I thought of this Eahora Tiger Max. Okay, I'm fully geared up, as you can tell, because this thing is no slouch as far as speed. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna take it around the roads right here, up and down some like gravel, maybe some slight pavement, then come back around here and show you the top speed on this thing. Let's do 1 single motor, just to show that you don't have to be wide open all the time. Max speed's probably 7 miles an hour. 2, I think it gives us up to 12. And 2, a little bit of a downhill. 3, going uphill in eco mode. Right here, 3, flat ground. I'm at 15, I'm maxed out. 15 miles per hour in mode 3. Now let's go turbo, mode 3. I think it adds a little more power. This is where I would say 90% of the people should run this. Got up to 22, 23, going as fast as I can right here, everybody. That's max. Okay, I showed you mode 1 there. Let's go to dual motor. So you see when you mash that button, the dual motor comes on. Let's go eco, we're in 1. Now I'm at dual motor. Now eco means I have to kind of kick to start. Eco, it's gonna do about the same when it's in dual or single motor. I think what it does, it restricts the power down so much that it doesn't like take off. Turn the turbo on and then watch this. Okay, let's go 1 dual motor, turbo on. Woo, it spins the front tire. That's 1. 17 miles an hour in 1. 2, it kicked the front tire again. We're at 25, but the torque off the line is so quick. Okay, starting back here again at this sign, let's go mode 3. We are in mode 3 turbo. This is all the beans, all the power. Let me just floor it and see what it does. Woo, you guys hear that front tire? If you're in gravel, gravel goes everywhere, and that's an awesome feeling. We're at 31 miles an hour right now. 33. I'm running out of real estate. We're at 34. Out of real estate. Turn around. in just that short amount of time. That is awesome when you have a scooter that has that much torque for getting you off the line. Say you're at a stoplight or you need to zip around cars. Having this extra low end torque is such a safe and handy thing to have. Thumb throttle feels good over here on the right. The ergonomics of my foot and my position here all feel great. My helmet keeps hitting my camera, everybody. It just gets up to speed so nicely. Now I've had this thing as fast as 35, almost 40 miles per hour when you're in the hunkered down position. And the curve handling, the tires are wide, so that 3-inch tire gives you a little more edge for going around the curves. So never let your hand off the handlebars when you're riding a scooter like this. Always stay kind of in the aggressive forward posture, especially when you're at high speeds. If I wipe out on this, it's gonna be bad news for me. Watch the power going up this hill. So this is probably a 30-degree incline right here. Check out the power. Dual mode. Now obviously it does slow down a little bit, but look how it just pulled that up that hill, no problem. The problem is you get going too fast on this. By far the fastest scooter I've ever had. This thing, the fastest scooter I've ever ridden too. Now the braking power, I do a combination of back and front, so we'll stop at this sign right here. You can lock this up even though it's dual brake. I had no problem. Look, another scooter guy. I smoked that Go Trax. It didn't stand a chance. This is the Eahora Tiger Max. There's dual motors here. Eco, it's in dual motor turbo right now. So just give it a rip all the way around real fast.
Yeah.
And there's speed modes right here. So you can go 1, 2, 3. See, you can go all the way to, I just leave it in 3 all the time and go wide the hell open. I like seeing other people ride it. Give it a rip, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, get ready and just go. I'm curious when he gets back what he thinks of that Eahora scooter. Honest opinion, what do you think?
Oh, that's awesome, man. It takes the bumps so much better. And if I could get 300 for that one today,
yeah, change it out. Well, there we go. We got a satisfied customer right here. I think he's going to get one. The Eahora Tiger Max. There's the Tiger King, like the, you know, the real Tiger King, or the Tiger Max. This is the Max. The King is faster.
See you, Wade.
Let's get
Appreciate
this.
You letting me cruise.
Well, there you go, everybody. There's an unbiased opinion on the Eahora Tiger Max right there. Okay, there it is, everybody. I gave you the specs. I did a walkthrough. Now I did a ride test. Now let me give you my final thoughts. What I really like about this thing, so well, number one, you know what? I let somebody random ride it and they seem to absolutely love it. I think he's gonna pick one up right away. The overall feel of this suspension was amazing. It has a good air ride suspension with the shocks in the front and back. It almost flexes as it's moving, so it has a very good flex to it. The tires are super grippy, even on hard leans. I see no issues with those tires at all. I love the fact that it gives you this plate because my other scooter doesn't have that plate. I put 1 foot here, 1 foot up there, and I can get more in an aggressive riding posture when I'm in that posture. The handlebars are back. The brakes, even though they're drum brakes and not disc brakes, they stop extremely well. The adjustability of this thing with the handlebars that go up and down, height adjustments, so you can pretty much cater this to any height of person. How easy it is to fold down. I really like the foldability of it, getting it down real small, getting in the back seat of a car or something right there. The speed, now obviously that's very relative. I would say as a first-time scooter, this might be a tough one for you because it has so much torque to it, but like anything, you don't have to run it in turbo and dual mode. Run it in single mode, put it in turbo and put it in eco, and then just ride it in single and eco mode. You'll have no problems easing a beginner. So even with a scooter like this, you get it once, you don't have to get another one because you grow into it. As a single motor, and then when you want to go faster, just put it in dual motor, you can really go up. So this is a get once scooter and never get another one after this. Maybe you can go to a faster one, maybe you can go to a slower one. But overall, I really like this scooter a lot and I recommend it. I recommend this Eahora to just about everyone, honestly. What What I didn't like about it, well, there's not much room up here on the handlebars for lights or any type of connector. You see where I put my phone holder? You can't hook anything. You can kind of wrap around right there, maybe get a little more bite on that, but I'd like to see a little length in these handlebars and just where I can hook some things on there. So, and number two, maybe a bigger charger. It's got like a 2 amp hour charger. Come on, Eahora. This should be a 5 amp charger because it takes 8 hours to get this thing fully charged, sometimes 9, depending on your electricity coming out of your outlet there. But it does take a while, but once it gets a fully charged, it does get you around about 30 miles on a full charge. Down in the description below and in the comments, if you guys are interested in one of these, I will have links to where you can pick up one of these and all of my riding gear and anything else in this video that might be of interest to you. So you guys comment below if you've ridden the Eahora Tiger Max and what you think about it, or if it's something you think you might be wanting to get. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the Eahora Tiger Max. See you on the next video.